is Melina Harrison, and today it's time to talk about time. There's a big difference between knowing what you want to do and actually getting it done. Today, our lives are very busy, and you might not be used to the daily tasks associated with launching your doTERRA business. It might be hard to find the time to do that. But you see, time is not something that's found. The same 24 hours will come every single day. So it's about what you do with those 24 hours that makes the difference. So ask yourself this question: are you in control of your time, or is your time in control of you? What things are you doing during your day that aren't really necessary? Spending some time on surfing social media or watching TV or time on phone calls, they may not seem like they waste a lot of time, but 20 minutes here and there really adds up throughout the day. So you need to be willing to give up those non-essential items to make time for the items that are essential. So let's start with a little bit of planning. Now, you want to take the time to schedule this on a weekly calendar, whether it's a planner or your calendar, and you want to assign the blocks for the stuff on your essential list. If you want to exercise, for example, when are you going to do that? When are you going to schedule your contacting, your follow-up? Do you have church callings and responsibilities that need to be done? When are you going to do the presentations needed to achieve your enrollment goals for that week and that month? So it's important to schedule these blocks of time and then fit the rest of your life around that. A really powerful way to achieve these tasks is to use if-when statements. For example, if I don't get all my contacting done before lunch, then when I get back, it will be my priority. If it's 4 o'clock, I need to return any calls that need to be returned today. One study looked at people who had the goal of becoming regular exercisers, and half the participants were asked to plan when and where they would exercise each week and use the if statements. If it is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then I will hit the gym for an hour before work. The results were dramatic. In fact, 91% of the if-then planners were still exercising regularly months later, compared to 39% of the non-planners. And the reason this is so effective is because it's written in the language of your brain, the language of contingencies. Your unconscious brain starts to scan your day to look for those if moments, and it seizes those critical moments so that you can really achieve those tasks. If you've already decided exactly what you need to do, then you can execute those plans unconsciously, even if you've got other things going on. So the other thing we want to look at is consolidating your day. The things that are scattered throughout your day or maybe your week maybe can be done in groups of time. A good example of this would be errands. Instead of running errands a couple times a day, consolidate it all into one day. Maybe prep your meals for the week, or also look at what things could be hired out and delegated to other people. One thing that I did early on in my business is meal planning. I alternated with a neighbor where she cooked Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I cooked Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Now, it doesn't really take me any extra time to double the recipe, but those days that I didn't have to worry about dinner saved me hours of prep and planning. Do you have a neighbor that you could work with carpools for your children? Or maybe you can exchange babysitting so that you have a free night every week for the presentations needed. Another thing we really need to look at consolidating is our email. Instead of checking your email a couple times every hour, it's important to maybe choose 2 or 3 times a day to go through and completely process your inbox. I also suggest having a separate email for your doTERRA account and your personal account. This way, as you go through processing those emails, you're not getting distracted by all the personal things. It's also important to look at what you're already doing in your daily life and how you can integrate your doTERRA sharing into that. Maybe while you're on your daily walk at the dog park, or maybe while you're on the bleachers at your child's sports activity. By fitting your work into the activities that you're already doing, you'd be surprised how much you can accomplish. Now, when we're talking about time, it's important for you to understand that success does not come overnight. You need to have a solid 2 to 5 year commitment. And it's important to talk to your family and include them in your 2 to 5 year plan so that they can give you the support needed. And you would be surprised when they feel like they play a role in that success and in your goals, they're willing to make those short-term sacrifices for those long-term rewards. So here's to taking the time to create your time freedom with doTERRA.